Glasdale, and I am so very happy that you tuned in today because back by popular demand, we have some amazing folks in the studio today, and with a package for this fund drive that is going to blow your mind away with some exciting, environmentally friendly, absolutely earth-shatteringly changeable. I mean, this is a big game changer as far as I'm concerned, and as a matter of fact, it's a concern to the listeners as well, because in the last fund drive, there was so many of you that called in and pledged your support for these particular items that we decided to bring back the folks from Protect Worldwide. And also, we've got a whole brand new package put together. So I want to welcome to the studio Karis Kudavan, who is the founder and CEO of Protect Worldwide. She is in studio with also Elisa Jones, who's the co-founder and director of business development at Protect Worldwide. And I just want to say hello and thank you so very much, Karis and Elisa and Billy, for the amazing response that we've gotten from our listeners from the Protect Probiotic line of products. Welcome back.
Thank you. Thank you for having us back. It's so exciting to be here a second time and have everybody so excited about the products. We're thrilled.
We are jazzed about this, and you've been getting response from KPFK listeners.
Yes.
From listeners all that have gotten this package. Tell us a little bit about the response.
It's been incredible. We're actually really excited. A lot of positive input as far as the Kalos wands. People are using literally words like my mind is blown, I'm obsessed, how do I get another one? A lot of people are clamoring to get more products and try different stuff that we haven't yet introduced, and that's why we're here today, to give some new stuff.
Some new stuff and some, again, this pack that we put together, it's an exclusive pack. It's the exclusive Protect Probiotic family pack, and we'll get into all the different items that are in this, and I'm just going to say, if you heard the last fund drive show when we had the Protect items, just call now. Just start calling now and just pledge. It's a $200 pledge for the entire package. Just trust me, call right now. We do need your email address. Call right now and ask for the family pack because you're going to be equally as blown away as you were with the original show. But for folks who don't understand, when you start talking about probiotics, the vast majority, 99.9% of people think, well, they're talking about those probiotic pills that you take, and they've got like some kind of like a bunch of bacterium in them that are supposed to be good for you, and it's supposed to help your gut. And that is the vast majority of people. When you talk about probiotics, that's what they're thinking about. But these line of products that you have, that's not what it is, right?
No.
It's not something you take internally for your gut.
Oh, please don't.
Yeah, exactly.
But this is something even more revolutionary.
Yes, this is topical and environmental uses. So
Yes.
So we can use it on our skin and on our counters and on our bathroom areas, showers and things like that. So it's very different.
So let's talk about the Protect Probiotic. Now, we have several products in here in this pack. There is the Kalos misting wand, which, folks, like I had equated this to something out of Star Wars. It looks like a cool lightsaber almost. It's very small though. It's very compact, and there's when you open it up, there is this very, very fine mist that comes out of this. Now, I use this, my Protect Probiotic misting wand. I use this on my cell phone. I used this when I traveled recently to Australia. It's a very long flight. And you're in an airport and you're on a plane. It's one of the most disgusting things in the world. And I took this with me, and for the first time in well over a year or 2 years, I did not get sick. So that is huge already.
Color me not shocked.
Yeah. but tell our listeners what is with these probiotics? What is in this formula that is so magical and it's helping me not get sick?
I'm going to try and keep this as simple as possible, but it's basically just a fluid that has a foundation of bacillus ferment, which is a stabilized probiotic in a fluid. And because it's coming out in a ultrasonic mist, it's in such a fine amount it almost feels dry going on. But what it's doing is it's replenishing your skin, or in your case your cell phone or a menu at a restaurant or a condiment bottle, whatever,
Or a door handle.
any of it. What it does is it basically inundates the area with probiotics, and so the existing pathogens, the bad germs that are there, have no room to spread, and their food and water sources and protection are eaten up by the inundation of probiotics. So they basically starve them out, and so they can't live in that environment because there's too much good bacteria, and that's healthy bacteria. So it just reduces your risk of infections and getting sick and things like that.
So the good bugs in the probiotic, in the liquid that's in this this wand, the Kalos wand. I call it the probiotic misting wand. They call it the Kalos wand. It's a candy apple red. It's a very cool gizmo. It has a USB charging cable and a carrying case that comes with it, and it also comes with 9 milliliters of the probiotic. It's an ampule that has the liquid probiotics. So what you're saying is these probiotics, when it's in contact with a virus or bacteria or germ, it eats it up, or does it kill it? What does it do?
No, it doesn't kill, and that's a great question to ask, because that is exactly where superbugs and resistance have become an issue. Is because we disinfect, and it's been a vision of kill, you must kill the bad germs. Antibiotics, disinfectants, bleach, ammonias, chemicals. And what happens is when you wipe out everything, they don't discern good bacteria from bad bacteria. If you're going to bleach something, it's going to kill everything on that surface. And it only stays effective for about 20 seconds until it dries. So the moment somebody takes their hand and they've wiped their nose, or they have the flu, they put their hand down. Now not only are you spreading those germs, there's nothing to stop it. So this is what makes a difference. A microbe cannot build a resistance against another microbe. So it's impossible for these pathogens to become resistant to protect probiotics. They just can't.
And so what happens when you introduce these probiotics to, let's say, a virus? And here's I'll be playing devil's advocate. What kind of bugs or viruses or germs are around that we can catch that make us feel bad, or make our house really extremely dirty and icky?
Not only are we surrounded by these microbes, but they're on us, they're in us. We're made up of a lot of bacteria. Biofilm is everywhere. It's on everything, your skin and your counters, and you name it, it's there, your pets. And so basically what it does is this inundation of probiotics, they consume biofilm. And biofilm is, picture a protective tent of this sticky extracellular matrix made up of the germs themselves and their byproducts and contaminants and their secretions, and it becomes a self-sustaining community of bacteria. So there's good bacteria, bad bacteria, benign bacteria, and they basically have their own happy little world until we come in and blow it for them.
Right. Right. And that's done, and again, how is that done? How does the probiotics break down the film, the biofilm?
They eat it. That's their
They
job.
eat it.
They eat biofilm, and they do not stop. So for instance, if you clean your grout with our all-purpose cleaner, and you come back 3 days later, it will be cleaner than it was on the first day, because they continue to consume. They don't stop.
I have noticed that, and
you got to do that.
Yes, I did. I have. I forgot to post the picture, but I have a photo of the grout in my shower, and because it's it's not a very bright. There's not a lot of sunlight there, and everybody gets on the grout. They get this little moldy looking weird thing from all the water and the condensation, and I literally sprayed it with the Protect Probiotic All-Purpose Cleaner. I sprayed it, and what I did is I actually just left it alone, and when I came back, it was the brown, green, whatever that stuff is. I don't know what the heck it is. It was gone, and then the next day, so this morning, when I went back and looked at it, it looked cleaner, and I hadn't gone in and I hadn't wiped it again. I hadn't sprayed it again. So genius behind the probiotic, the cleaners and the misting wand and all these things and these products that we're going to talk about. The genius of it is that not only do you when you spray, that airline, the table that comes down, or your armrest, or your phone, or in a public place like this with other phones. Once you spray it, not only does it eat up all those bad icky germs that will make you sick, but it continues.
Right.
And
For
how
the li-
how
for the
long?
life? Well, it can. I mean, on average, the life is about 3 days, but some can last as long as a week, 7 days.
And you had mentioned that.
Oh, hello. and this is Billy.
Hello,
Put him on. Yes.
But Christine, you'd mentioned that you might not be everybody might not be able to see the pictures, but however, I think you've posted it on social media, and so they can actually see exactly what you're talking about.
Yes.
And it was quite amazing. The pictures were quite amazing.
And
actually.
it is a very stark before and after picture of just the grout. Now, speaking of before and after, you had an amazing experiment, did you not, with the probiotics
We're talking about Vegas.
in Las Vegas? Please tell the listeners the story about Las Vegas, and this is to me is just absolutely mind blowing. Please.
Okay, so who wouldn't want to take this to Vegas, right? All these slot machines and everything. I'm like, yeah, this is any hotel room for me. But I wanted to really test it in one of the dirtiest atmospheres I could possibly find it. And so I took an ATP meter to a hotel called the Railroad Pass.
And what's an ATP meter?
An ATP meter is a testing apparatus that the health department uses for restaurants. That's how they give the ratings of A, B, C, D, things like that. It measures basically adenosine triphosphates. And what that is the energy that a molecule, or in this instance, a microbe puts out. So like, imagine it like the energy in a battery cell.
Okay.
That puts off, an energy. And so an ATP can read that using relative light units.
Okay.
And so basically what you do is you swab the area, you break it, you put it in your little machine and it reads it.
Okay.
That's about all I know about ATP.
So you had one of these machines,
I do. And
and you were in Vegas.
the general standard is that anything under 30 RLUs, which is the relative light units, is considered, anything over 30 is considered contaminated or likely to be highly contaminated and wouldn't get a very good grade.
So in other words, if it's over 30, you don't want to lick it.
You definitely don't want to lick
You'll be sick.
Yes.
Okay, so if it's over 30, it's not good.
The health department prefers that it be under 10 RLUs.
Okay.
So that's basically
Then you
where
can lick it.
want to be.
Okay.
You could. I probably still wouldn't.
Yeah,
Because it
okay.
is the floor.
Yeah.
But
Oh, you tested this on the floor.
I tested on the floor. Again, it was actually December 31st. So it was New Year's Eve. I wanted to be where it was busy, where there were lots of people, lots of foot traffic, lots of messes, drunk people spilling.
Yeah.
And so we found their most popular cafe there, found a place where people were putting their
Right at
feet.
the register.
Well,
Right.
it's actually the bar close to the register, yeah, and it's a place where everybody's putting their feet and dropping food and things like that. So to make a long story longer, what happened is we went in and I did the initial ATP test, not cleaning it at all. I just ran a straight test of how it was, and it came back 80 RLUs. That's 50 RLUs higher than the health department.
And that wasn't surprising to you because
Not
that's a
to
place
me.
where people's shoes are, and
Right.
it's Vegas, and it's New Year's Eve.
Right.
Okay, so very filthy, dirty, icky stuff.
Yes, that
And it-
qualifies as disgusting.
That's disgusting. Okay, so it's an 80. That'd probably get a D
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
they'd be failed and shut down.
So
maybe.
then
I
what?
don't know.
Then what did you do?
So then I sprayed it twice with our Protect All Purpose and wiped it with a paper towel. And then I did an immediate test approximately 2 minutes after the first test. That second test, after the 2 squirts on the paper towel, dropped it down to 5 RLU.
Whoa,
Half of the allotted amount for the health department.
5.
5.
From 80 to
In
5.
2 minutes.
And you just sprayed it and wiped it with a paper towel. You
That's it.
didn't scrub it.
Nope.
You didn't have water. Or obviously, you didn't have bleach. Or you wouldn't want to introduce that to that. This is just the probiotic cleaner,
Just the all-purpose.
the all-purpose cleaner that you have, the probiotics. Okay, but the story doesn't end there, does it?
No. No, and this is a good example of what you were talking about with your shower. You come back the next day and it's even cleaner. I wanted to really drive the point home to the manager that I was speaking to, and so we made an appointment to come back 24 hours later after the partying had happened. I just simply advised him to ask his staff to not clean that particular squared off area where we had tested. He said no problem. We came back the next day, and it was literally almost down to the minute, 24 hours later, and I did another test. And even I was a little shocked at this one. So I did the final test, and it came back with 0 RIUs after 24 hours.
What?
On a floor of a restaurant in Vegas.
During New Year's Eve.
24 hours after,
Yes.
and so people, this is the mind-blowing thing. You took it from an 80, an icky, disgusting 80,
Mhm.
down to 5 in just a matter of a couple seconds after you sprayed it.
Yes.
Okay, down to 5. Then 24 hours later, so again, people are walking on it. They're still got the icky stuff on their shoes. Lord knows what happened in 24 hours in Vegas on the floor on New Year's Eve, okay? And then you go back to test it, and it's 0.
Correct. Even with the added contaminants, it was 0. Because they continue to eat. They're just little eating machines.
They're little beautiful eating machines. I love them. I hope they have a strong appetite for the rest of their beautiful lives.
Well, and what those numbers mean, just real quickly to kind of give you an idea, is that 80 reading basically means that there's a 50% chance that area is highly contaminated to the point that you'll get sick.
Yes.
A 0 reading is 1/10,000th of a percent of a probability. So that shows you kind of the span in that 24-hour period, what you can do for your home, your office, your daycares, your kids, all of that.
You're oh my goodness. Yeah, all those weird little funky things that kids bring home for elderly people, but just in general, not only just keeping your own home clean, but seriously protecting yourself. And that's how I look at it, that this to me is a protection pack. And I wanted to know, that's right, very clever, Karis.
So what you did.
Elisa Jones, you're one of the co-founders of this incredible company and director of business development, and you have knowledge of like what really is amazing and cutting edge in the marketplace. And when you came across this and knowing the impact, I want you to let our listeners know, first of all, what the implications of this is for the world in general, and what went through your mind when you got it, and the light bulb went off, and you went, oh my gosh.
It truly was an aha moment. And it takes an example of, like your child, your grout. That visual is very powerful. So what happens is for us, I think the first time I looked at it was probably about 10 years ago. And I don't think the world was ready for it because they were still trying to understand it. But now with probiotics and the education out there, and people are truly understanding what probiotics does internally, well, just take that internal process and take it outside of your body, and now you can protect your pets, your house. Trust me, I am one. When it comes to cleaning, if I can clean something and 3 days later it's cleaner, score.
Hallelujah!
Because I don't have to go back and do it again. No, and it's just, it's like the conversation that Karis and I had today was with the grout. Our first word is welcome. Now you get it.
Yeah, I sent them a picture. I said, oh my God,
Exactly.
look at this, and I'll go home tonight and it'll be even cleaner.
See?
Yes.
And here's the thing too, when it comes to, and it's not just about getting that pretty, white grout, okay, or making sure that the area that you're in is protected.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is the alternative, what we've been using, you were saying earlier, that we have this mentality, it's this very warlike mentality, militaristic. We need to kill the bacteria. We need to destroy. And what you've done is that you're working with nature, and you're like, okay, there's these bad bacteria, these bad bugs. We're going to introduce these good bugs that are going to just gobble up and eat the bad. And it's non-toxic. It's great. It's really good for the environment. And it's the, for those two, like there's old school thought, and some family members still have it. In order for it to be clean, you must use bleach. Or in order for it to be clean, you must use ammonia, I'm sorry, back when I was in elementary school, that smell, I still smell that. It was like the smell, it was a combination of like milk and ammonia, and it's disgusting. It's highly toxic. A naturopathic physician that I am dear friends with had once said, you know when you're cleaning with bleach? And they said, do you know that when you get a whiff of that smell, that bleach smell? I go, yeah. And he said, that is like having 1,000 razor blades going through your side. It's so damaging to us. And I didn't realize how toxic it was. And we pour it down the sink, and that goes into the ocean. Imagine what we're doing. Now, what's amazing about this is not harmful to the environment, right?
No, it's actually beneficial.
And it's nature working with nature.
How is it beneficial to the environment? I like beneficial.
Well, because it doesn't leave any bad byproduct. A pathogen can leave, gases and gunk and bad things that you don't want around. Whereas our probiotic formula, the only byproduct is harmless CO2, which is absorbed by the trees. So it basically isn't hurting the environment. Those are the people who say they have products that are environmentally friendly. Ours is actually helping, because when you are pouring this down the drain that goes out into water treatment systems, it's still working that 3, 4, 5 days later or whatever. So it's it's not leaving anything harmful, but it's helping all along the way.
It actually subtracts from the carbon footprint. It actually subtracts from the carbon footprint.
Because it's introducing CO2 into the air?
No, not necessarily, but at the manufacturing process, everything versus the actual actions of or reactions of the product in the ecosystem, there is a kind of like a negative carbon footprint. It actually reduces the carbon footprint of other. I mean, it literally is. It's kind of like a negative factor in the carbon footprint.
Right.
Too. So you're talking less,
So
chemical in the
when
air.
you add up what constitutes a carbon footprint, this actually, the reactions to the outside world reduces. It reduces the actual carbon footprint.
Wonderful. We like that. We love that. So let's talk, before we go into what's in this brand new pack, the exclusive Protect Probiotic family pack, I want to, if you don't mind, and it can be anyone here, let's go off a list of the resources or the things that we can use, the things that we can clean, the things that we can, I don't want to say disinfect, but protect.
Right.
Okay, let's go through a long list if we can of the many uses of the Protect Probiotic, and again the cleaner or the misting wand. But let's just go through like some things, because I think people don't realize how filthy our world is really. But just go through a couple things that we could use this for.
Well, if we're talking about the Kalos wand, I think I mentioned earlier that we found it was meant for beauty when we initially started this, but it has turned into just a little portable protector. And we've heard reports of, and including ourselves, using it on the handles of grocery carts, using it on menus and condiment, for restaurants.
Not portable, but public changing tables.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, those things are disgusting. Just like shopping carts are disgusting.
Yes.
Shared computer keyboards and the
ATM
workspace.
pads, cell phones, right?
Yeah, there's so much keypads at the gas station. The gas pumps are disgusting, but there's so many keypads that we interact with. ATMs run a high risk of bacterial contamination. Check out the website, check out our social media. You'll see a lot of it. We have a lot more coming. We don't want to scare people and send out that yucky, dirty, disgusting vibe out.
I do.
It's like, hey, this is dirty, and because everybody then comes and visits us and is like, oh man, they're just scaring the heck out of me.
No, I do,
do.
because there's so many people that are knocked out for days or weeks, and it impacts their livelihood, their family. There's people who are elderly. This, to me, and I'm making sure that my mom gets a pack. My mother is also, she's frightened. She's frightened of getting sick because she's an elderly person.
Yeah.
And if she gets sick, she's going to the hospital. Yeah. It's very, very serious. We can kind of bounce back, even if we get like the flu for a little bit, we're like, our bodies come back. But for elderly people, no.
It's not the same
and
anymore.
Also, with all of the kind of cleansers that they have and quote unquote disinfectants, they're toxic. So already their immune systems, if you are someone who is immune compromised, your immune system gets hit by the virus, and then your immune system also gets hit by the cleaning products that you're using. And if there is an option where we can be introducing the good bugs to eat up and gobble up the bad bugs, and have it done in a cost-effective way as well with this pack that we're offering, I'm all for that. And that's why I think it's so very important, in addition to getting this in the hospitals. Because you can go in the hospital for laryngitis or something, go in there for a stay for a night, very simple, normal operation, and you contract MRSA or
You ever want to get sick, just go to the hospital.
something like this. So this is revolutionary. This can actually change medicine.
And it has very much in Europe. This is not as
Europe,
new as
yes,
as it
in
is
Europe.
here. And we have studies where we had 6
It's
hospitals
revolutionized
and
many different
universities
things.
involved, and it's astounding the actual results of there's a cost savings in addition to the fight against
The decrease in antibiotic prescriptions
right.
coming out of the hospital. Now, we're just talking real quick in the hospital space. Yeah, so decrease in actual cost of chemicals used. This is not a chemical. And then also you got the care of patients. They're coming out healthier. They're returning, or antibiotics in the actual hospitals are being reduced while they're staying
Which
there.
is
Well,
almost
and the
And
HAIs,
DAT.
which is the hospital-acquired infections, dropped by 53%.
And they
over
use
the
ATP
18
meters.
months.
Oh, so say that again. So
In this study, in this particular study, which we'll have up on our website is pretty soon.
yes.
Pretty soon. Basically there's a whole lot of great stuff that came out of it, but that's one of the most shocking is that the hospital acquired infections, the ones you get once you're in the hospital, dropped by 53%.
From the hospitals that use
Using-
the
yes.
probiotics
Yes.
as a cleaning
Yes.
instead of the bleach or whatever.
Right, they
use.
shut down an entire ward, and for that 18 months, they only
53%
take-
drop.
Yes.
Because an
Wow.
ATP meter is no stranger to the hospital space, and they use that to double check their areas.
Right.
And so when you disinfect using chemicals, you've heard the story, and the logic and the science is it basically annihilates everything, and the first thing to touch it is going to reign free. So there's a lot of infections there, big infections, MRSA, staph, and on and on and on. So, and these are flesh-eating type bacteria, and they require special attention like hospitals. But when you manage your environment with nature, then you're going to have a equalized, healthy environment, because this stuff is out just doing its own thing in nature. And we've come in using man-made technologies to wipe things out, and
It's causing major problems.
yeah, and it's causing problems. It's causing superbugs, and it's causing, just they're wiping out everything. So
Well, this is why we get these superbugs
Yeah.
that they talk about that antibiotics can't wipe
Yeah.
out,
Because also all of our good bugs have been wiped out as well.
Right,
Yeah.
Well,
disinfect them. Well, and
Yeah,
it's a
annihilated.
chemical, so what they're doing, these bacteria have lived a heck of a lot longer than we have, so their whole purpose in life is to live, is to prosper. And so anything that threatens that life, they build resistance to, and that's why chemicals, it works, but
But
for
they
how
can't.
long?
But they can't run and hide if they're getting eaten up.
Well, they don't
well,
eat
they
them
don't
up.
get eat up.
We don't want to say
Oh.
that because it doesn't actually eat the other bacteria. It just eats the biofilm, which
It
starves
starves
them.
them.
Out,
Okay,
and
so
there's not
it's-
enough room
So
to
there's-
spread.
So it starves them and they can't spread. Okay,
Right.
gotcha.
Yeah.
I still like the idea that they're eating them.
Well, I would
I
love
know.
to.
Probiotics basically goes in
Then we
and
can
eats
lie.
all the chips and dip in the party, and leaves
Yeah.
nothing left for the party, and they all end up.
That's
leaving.
exactly.
And they all
Yeah.
just go away. Folks, if you've just tuned in, I am Christine Blasdale, and you are listening to a very special Fund Drive show, and we're talking about the technology behind this incredible product line. It's the Protect Probiotic line, and we have, for the last Fund Drive again, huge success, absolutely huge success, and you're getting people emailing you, calling you, telling you how much they love the products that we had in that first pack. So this one is very, very wonderful, because this is an exclusive again, right?
Yes.
This is not available anywhere else in this package.
Nope.
It's the Protect Probiotic Family Pack, and let's just go through, if we can, we're going to go through the items in this Protect Probiotic Family Pack. Let's start with what I had alluded to earlier, this very cool device, which looks like something out of Star Wars. It's candy apple red. And explain this to, imagine that we're not on television, because we're not, but explain this in detail. This is the Kalos Probiotic Misting Wand. Let's tell our listeners what this is all about.
It's basically a handheld nebulizer that will, you put your ampule of fluid in there, you slide it open, and you can dry mist anything. Your face, we often use it for our sinuses, just breathe it in a little bit into our nose. And because they're such small molecules, or broken down to such a nano size, we actually can absorb that moisture, whereas most water drops are too large to actually enter your face to begin with. So you have that advantage. So it moisturizes, it protects you, clearly after everything we've been talking about. And it's super convenient because it's small and really non-offensive. I do advise when you do that in a restaurant and you're spraying that around that maybe you finish on your face so people don't flip out on you.
All right.
No, we use that all the time, like on menus, on the actual table. Things get sticky on a bar top or a tabletop, or that stinky rag that they use
If
to
they
wipe
have
the table.
ketchup bottles or salt and pepper shakers,
All
those
of
are
that.
disgusting. Nobody even thinks about that.
I do.
So yeah.
All of that.
So
All
you
of
can
that.
have your little probiotic misting wand right with you, and it has a USB charger, so it's always going to be charged. The carrying case comes with it, and the 9 milliliter probiotic ampule. Plus, there's a user manual as well with it. It's just something. It is the coolest technology. It is so awesome, and you're gonna impress friends too when you pull this out and start doing your salt and pepper shakers and your menus and all that stuff.
Cell phones.
And it's really great to have with you when you go shopping. I highly, highly recommend, and traveling. This saved me when I was flying on an intercontinental kind of flight.
That and the
You
handle.
and everybody else that sat in that seat for 2 days.
That's right.
For 2 days, exactly. See, I'm the gift that keeps on giving.
There you go.
Okay, so that is included in this exclusive Protect Probiotic Family Pack. Also, this is the pièce de la résistance as far as I'm concerned. This is the most amazing thing here, right here. This will also come in your pack. Folks will deliver this to you. It's the Protect Probiotic All-Purpose Cleaner, and this is insane. Tell people about this product.
I recommend everybody listening today to track down Christine's pictures. You'll see the tile, her personal tile. It's a pretty. I like it. It's like the lazy maid, or not maid. That's kind of sexist, right? Cleaner.
Right.
Butler,
Cleaning service,
maybe,
house
so.
cleaner. Sure.
It's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
And it's like the lazy cleaner. It's beautiful.
So what is this? What am I holding?
That's gold right there. That's, Christine, I use that everywhere. One of the most beautiful things about this product is, for instance, I was spraying my shower yesterday and talking to Billy, and I just got the door open. I didn't take out my sponges or my washcloths or my shampoo bottles. I don't take any of that. I don't have to. I just spray everything down. Doors open. It's spraying all over the floor. I don't have gloves. I don't have a mask. I don't care. Because I'm fighting nature with nature, and I spray the shower after every shower just to kind of keep it for maintenance. It works beautifully. But this, you've got your showers and all your obvious things, grout and the tile floors, but things you don't think about, like your jewelry. Drop your jewelry in with a little drop of that and some water and let it sit there for a half an hour. You'd be amazed.
Yeah, that's a weird thing.
Because it's eating. I mean, well, because it's there's stuff on your on your
It's
rings
everywhere.
and everything.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, so
biofilm.
just
It's
as
just
an
dirty,
example.
gunky. Same things on
Biofilm.
the ground.
Right.
Yeah, this stuff actually works in weird ways that you'll discover. You'll start using it, and please come on, put up your reviews, and talk about the interesting ways that you've discovered how to use this in a positive way.
One of the most amazing is with blood. We've had experiences, we've all had it, right? You cut your finger, you get on your favorite white shirt, and I don't care what you use, you're just never going to fully get that out. We've solved that problem. I've never seen anything, and I'm still amazed. I mean, we're bringing it to market, and I'm still amazed at what it can do. And it literally, you can clean blood super easily. It takes a little bit of agitation, a little bit of product, and because it's organic, it's gone
Weeks later.
completely.
So people are going to get a bottle of this. This is the Protect Probiotic Universal Cleaner. Now here's the thing. In this bottle, you don't use this just directly because this is extremely concentrated.
Oh, yes.
Okay? So one bottle, how many, what, I don't know if you do it by gallons or
Well, this is fun
Or-
because,
bottles? How,
tell them, Lee,
Yeah. One bottle makes 45
16 ounce
16-ounce
bottles.
bottles.
That's 25 gallons.
so
of-
one 8-ounce bottle
Right,
will produce how many?
25 gallons.
25.
25 gallons.
Gallons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. And so, because it's like almost like a teaspoon
It's
for
100 to 1 dilution.
100 to
Yes.
1 dilution. So
You're
when you
literally using about
So-
5 milliliters for a 16-ounce bottle of cleaner.
okay, so when you get this, folks, don't just dump a bunch of it in
No.
water, please, because and also people think, well, if I add more, it'll be more, right?
Oh,
It'll be
please don't.
clean.
You'll only waste your product, and although that's good for us because you need to buy more, it's not so good for you. No, this is highly effective, and more is not better because, like I said, once you have saturated that area with good bacteria, putting more good bacteria isn't going to
Right.
make it
better,
worse
yeah.
or better. It's just going to stay the same, and you're literally just wasting product.
So with this, they can put this all-purpose cleaner. A smart thing to do is to take a little bit of it, mix it with water in a spray bottle, and then go to town.
Shake it.
Shake it to agitate it a little bit,
Yeah.
wake it up.
Yeah.
Shake it and spray it. Spray it in your shower. There's a whole bunch of places in my domicile that I am using this, and I am actually quite amazed at how sparkling clean it is. And the biofilm, that's the thing. It's the biofilm that gets broken down and taken away, and it continually cleans. This is what's so revolutionary about it. It continually cleans. So this is included in this pack as well. They get the probiotic misting wand, right? The candy apple red cool gizmo, looks like something out of Star Wars. They get that with the ampule of the probiotic, so you're set to go. Then they're going to get a bottle, an 8-ounce bottle of the Protect Probiotic Universal Cleaner. Again, this is highly concentrated, so you're just going to use a little bit for all of your household needs. And they're also getting, because this is a family pack, right? And who is a part of our family, but also our pets. And this is a very cool product that you have as well. This is, tell us about this, the Protect Probiotic Pet Shampoo.
You pretty much said it. There you go. It's a probiotic pet shampoo. Again, highly effective. And what this does is, I mean, we all know animals have allergens. They smell sometimes. We love them, but they
Stinky.
get a little stinky. They can get hot spots in their own infections, their own skin issues, and things like that. And by keeping their coat and their fur or
The skin, right?
skin, it basically, just like on your counter, it's just giving it a healthy microflora and makes it far more difficult for the bad stuff to stick around. And you'll notice that your animal's hair is softer. It's a lot of fun. It's like taking a layer off of everything. We just run around the world taking the
Yeah,
gross layer
the
off
gross
of everything,
layer.
and it's a blast.
Oh, and so this, and this is good for dogs. I've never tried to wash a cat, but
You can wash any, and we also
So-
will be coming out with a dry shampoo too for those types of
Right.
animals. But yeah, you could use it on your iguana. If you can get your bird to sit still long enough, it's good for them too.
Okay. So this is another item that's in the Protect Probiotic family pack. So far we have the Protect Probiotic Pet Shampoo, the Protect Probiotic Universal Cleaner, highly concentrated bottle of this cleaner. So please use it sparingly because you're going to want to clean everything with it. And you'll have, how many gallons again? Was that
25 gallons.
25 gallons of cleaner off of this one bottle. And you get the Protect Probiotic Misting Wand. But wait, there's more. This also very cool. We brought this back. This is the Protect Probiotic Hand Gel. This is great. And for anyone who has those hand sanitizers, which are highly toxic, just look at the ingredients. You're putting this hand sanitizer on you. Some people do it with their kids or their babies. This is also revolutionary. This is the probiotic hand gel. So this is great for you to have, again, when you're grocery shopping, you come back,
Never leave.
You're about to eat?
Without it.
We have it constantly.
Everywhere.
Where do you use this?
Everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah, if I'm going in public, it's in my pocket, in my purse, and before we walk into any store, because you don't realize you're grabbing those door handles to 7-Eleven or to the grocery store, and or the grocery cart where the little kid has been sitting there and he's sick and he's.
Well, and Billy was mentioning the gas station.
Gas station.
Those gas
So
pumps.
if you can't spray it with the Kalos wand, at least your hands are protected with the
gel.
So if I put this on my hands, if I put the probiotic hand gel on my hands, and I go and I'm filling up my gas tank, so I have the handle and I got to touch the buttons on the thing to say what I want, okay? And I put the gas in. Because I have the probiotic on my hand, what does that mean?
Well, that means if you have a pathogen that's on that handle and it lands on your hand because you've touched it, there's no room and there's no food, so it's not going to survive. Plus, you've just left your good stuff on the handle, so the next person that comes is going to have less
chance
less chance,
Yeah,
right?
of
Fewer
cross-contamination.
pathogens, right?
Wow.
We're actually going around contaminating stuff with a
In a good
naturally,
way.
yeah,
Yeah, in a good
with
way.
another natural
Yeah.
This is
earth-based probiotic.
This is amazing. Okay, so here's the thing. We're more than halfway down. We have only like 15 minutes to go, and I haven't even thrown
Oh
out
my
the phone
goodness.
number. Okay, here's the deal, folks. Again, backed by popular demand, the wonderful folks from Protect Probiotics, they're back, and we have an exclusive pack for you. It's the Protect Probiotic Family Pack. All of those items that we went through, the probiotic misting wand, candy apple red with the USB charging cable, the carrying case, the 9 milliliter probiotic ampule, and the user manual, that's included in the pack. Plus you get the probiotic universal cleaner that makes up to 25 gallons of probiotic cleaner. You get the Protect Probiotic Pet Shampoo and the hand gel, and you're also going to get the Protect Probiotic ebook, which tells you all about these probiotics, what they do, the science behind it, all of the information that we've been talking about, and a coupon for 15% off a one-time order of any purchase up to $100 for that order. You get all of that for a $200 contribution to this radio station. And that, my friends, is an amazing, amazing offer. Please call now, right now, though, please, because we don't have, these are not unlimited. We have a limited amount, and we do need your email address, so please call right now. We have less than 15 minutes to get at least 20 people on the phone. That's you by picking up the phone right now at 818-985-5735. 818-985-KPFK. You want to ask for the Protect Probiotic Family Pack, and you're going to get all those items. If you need our phone answers to go through all those items in the pack, you can, but please do give us a call right now. If you purchased, if you donated and got a pack in the last fund drive, you already know how amazing this stuff is. We've added all new exclusive items that you can get in the family pack. So please call in, get 1, 2, 3 packs, whatever you can afford. Do that, and you can put it on your credit card. You can go through Visa, American Express, MasterCard. Do a payment plan if you want, but call up right now. I believe in this so wholeheartedly that I will do everything I can to make sure that this gets out into the world. That's how much I believe in it. Because we are in this very strange world where there's a lot of crazy viruses, crazy stuff coming at us, and instead of having the World Health Organization say, we must do this, we must get vaccines, we must get inoculated, we must do all these things, I want to have my health protected and my loved ones, my family. But more importantly, I want those people out in the world who maybe are not aware of probiotics. I want them protected. I want the elderly protected. I want people with weak immune systems. I want them protected. So please call right now, get this pack, and tell everybody that you can about this amazing technology. It's the Protect Probiotic Family Pack, a $200 contribution to this station. 818-985-5735. 818-985-KPFK. I have, I wanted you to, if you don't mind, really quickly, you had given me this little kind of a diagram on when you have these germs, viruses, bugs on, let's say...
That's the ebook, too.
This is the ebook,
Yeah.
okay. And let's say this is on the surface, okay, these germs. Now, if I have this surface here, and I want to do the traditional way of disinfecting it, or I know that, oh my goodness, this is really filthy, I need to clean it, so I better use a, I'm not going to say the name.
Oh.
I won't. Okay, you did. Okay, but a disinfectant, okay, or those famous brands that have been around forever, or
99.9% bacteria killers.
or bleach, okay. And if I do that, explain to the listeners what happens when we use those traditional cleansers on the surface versus when we use the probiotic cleaner and the probiotic products.
Okay, well, I'm going to try and do this without the visual because we are on radio. But basically, every surface has a natural microflora, whether it's your skin or the surface on your floor, your counters, your shower, your toilets. And it has good bacteria, healthy bacteria, bad bacteria, which is pathogens, which cause the infections, and benign bacteria, which clearly don't have an effect, good or bad. When you clean with chemical cleaners and disinfect, what you're doing is it doesn't discern whether it's a good, healthy bacteria or bad bacteria. It just kills everything, or most of it. And so you're left with all this empty space. And just like humans, microbes need food, water, and space to survive. And their sole goal in life is to survive. That's what they do. So what happens is when you wipe out all that good and benign and bad bacteria, now you have this breeding ground of open space. So the first thing that's going to hit it, something, some bad pathogen or a virus or whatever, now has all the space in the world and no protection. There's no army to fight against it, and so you end up with a more infected area, which is exactly what is happening in hospitals, which we talked about earlier. If you want to get sick, you go to the hospital. This is why, because this is all they've known, and we're here to try and make a true paradigm shift in people's thinking. Because when you do it with probiotic cleaning, now instead of wiping it out, you're just inundating it with the good. There's no room for the bad. They live their life, they die, and everybody's happy because we don't like the bad guys.
And there's this antibiotic resistant viruses, and what you're bringing to the world is the probiotic. So it's working with nature too. There is no inundation.
No.
It's just doing what it
And
naturally
there's no resistance.
does.
That's the biggest issue. There's no resistance. So, because I think I said this in the last time that we were here, you think about that. I mean, we already have resistance. Noroviruses are highly resistant. And it's only going to get worse. And so at what point, are we going to have a super bleach? I mean, at what point is it going to come where they're just resistant and bleach doesn't work anymore, ammonia doesn't work anymore, then what? So we want to kind of cut it off at the pass, fight nature with nature, and everybody wins. That nobody's being harmed by this except the bad guys, and we're okay with that.
And we like that. Okay, folks, I just came in, just checked in to the phone room. All lines were busy. There's one line that has just opened up right now, so you can jump in. And please, if you call that phone number, 818-985-5735, if you call it and you're just placed on hold, please do not go anywhere. Just stay right there. We're going to be right with you. We've got a lot of phone answers rushing in to answer your call. It's the Protect Probiotic Family Pack. And again, if you've gotten the Protect packs before, this is brand new. It's never been offered before. It's an exclusive. You will get all these items for a $200 pledge. You get the Protect Probiotic Misting Wand. It's the candy apple red cool gizmo that you are going to be so, when you go out to the club and you go out to dinner, you're going to take this out and people are going to go, "What is that?" Everybody stops me. At the airport, actually, everybody at the airport and on the plane, they were all looking at me like, "What is that?" I'm like, "I'm just keeping myself clean and healthy." So that comes along in its own package. It's got a USB charging cable, a carrying case as well, and a 9 milliliter probiotic ampule. There's a user manual on it there, and you will have information on if you want to order more of the probiotic ampules. You can do that through their website, no problem. But you also get in this package, and I think this is so important. It's the Protect Probiotic Universal Cleaner. Again, it is highly, highly concentrated. It will help eliminate odors. It has made my grout on my shower so beautiful. It looks like it's brand new. And I don't have to do anything. And it keeps cleaning it. That's the thing. Once you use it and you have it on there, it continuously is cleaning and getting rid of the biofilm, which is all that icky, ugly stuff that we see on our grout. And so much more. Put this on your door handles. I'm using it now for everything. I've just realized that. I'm just doing it for everything. That's the Protect Probiotic Universal Cleaner. And it smells good, too. This is the other thing. Everything smells good about this. The misting wand, the probiotic pet shampoo, that's included in this pack. And the hand gel, the probiotic hand gel. It just replaced those hand sanitizers that you have. Throw those things out. Look at the ingredients first, and then throw those things out and replace it with the probiotic hand gel. Plus you get the ebook and you get the coupon, all of that for a $200 pledge. And your donation goes to this radio station. So it's a win-win-win. We love that. The number to call, though, it's only here, only right now, and you have to get it by calling 818-985-5735. 818-985-KPFK. And if avoiding getting sick or avoiding getting the flu bug or anything like that is not enough for you to call up and place your donation and get this pack, that's fine. But there's also the beauty aspect of it. Let's get vain for a second. This is amazing.
Boom.
This is it's this amazing beauty product too. The misting wand. I'm just talking about the misting wand right now. But tell our listeners, what do probiotics do for the skin? When you apply them on the outside and not just taking a pill. But what does it do for the skin?
It eats.
It eats the skin?
It
No.
eats all
Well,
the
yes,
yuckies and
it
pores.
does. It eats
It just
the
does it.
skin, it eats the oils, it
Oh.
eats the sweat, the excess moisture. It's taking care of your skin, and because it's a nanoscale nebulizer, like I said earlier, those water particles and probiotic particles are actually getting down into your pores, unlike if you wash your face normally. They're small enough to actually get down in there, and because they're live, they're cleaning out those pores. So you can imagine getting that kind of a clean on your face, what that does for you.
Right. It's beautiful. And it also feels really good when you spray it. Okay, folks, we only have we have literally like 5 minutes left at the end, till the end of the show. And I want to get as many people in the phone rooms as possible answering your calls. Again, if you're calling right now and it is, you put on hold, don't go anywhere. They're going to come right to you as soon as they can. The number is 818-985-5735. You need to ask for the Protect Probiotic Family Pack. Call up that number, 818-985-5735. The Protect Probiotic Family Pack. Do yourself a favor, too, because this is an exclusive. If you can, get a few of these packs and break it down into payments if you want. Use your credit card. That's fine. Get a few of these packs if you can, because you're going to get the probiotic misting wand. That is included with the probiotic ampule that's in it and the USB charger. You'll get the probiotic universal cleaner. Again, it's highly concentrated. You only need a little tiny bit mixed with water. Shake it up really good. Spray it on all of your problem areas that you have in your home, at work. And you're going to get the Protect Probiotic Pet Shampoo. I'm using this now. I just did my first bath with my doggie. And because she's got the itchies. It's not fleas, it's just the dry skin. She's got the irritated dry skin. So I am going to be bathing my little toy poodle Bodhi with this forever, if I can. Also, you're going to get in this package the probiotic hand gel, the probiotic ebook, and the coupon. All of that for a $200 pledge by calling this number. 818-985-5735. What's that number again, Karis?
818-985-KPFK.
818-985-5735. We do need your email address, so please, please, please make sure that you give us that email address. We've only got now 3 minutes to go. Any last calls out to listeners about the importance of getting this?
I just want to make a really quick point that that undiluted bottle of all-purpose cleaner, like we said, would make 100 16-ounce bottles of cleaner. If you break that down into a 32-ounce bottle, that's 50 bottles of that regular cleaner that I said earlier. That's about $5 a bottle. So just that right there is about $250.
So this 8-ounce bottle here
The
is
equivalent of $250 of disinfectant.
which isn't going to work anyway.
Right.
818-985-5735. Any last words?
No, when you get the universal cleaner, don't forget about your kids. Clean those kids' toys. Kids get sick. They put things in their mouth. This is going to help.
Oh.
So it's a whole family, elderly.
And the
those
floor,
sick.
too. I could imagine spraying.
Exactly.
cleaning the
Clean those in
floor.
there. Babies, first thing they do, they stick it in their mouth.
Yeah.
So if you start cleaning their toys, you start cleaning their room using the Protect cleaner. It's going to take
And
care
it's
of
so
a
it's
lot of.
and it's safe. It's safe for adults.
Absolutely.
It's safe for kids.
100%.
Yeah.
It's safe for pets.
It's daycares.
Oh,
Babies are
Yes.
sticking their hands in their mouths
Every
7
time.
times every minute.
Yep.
Just to touch base real quick on the beauty aspect, the American Institute of Dermatology.
a lot of that is from it's
Bacteria.
Yes.
a bacteria.
So we
So-
you
Oh.
can actually
Yeah.
take a look at our social media, find that little article which has been recently published, I think in the last
And try it.
several days. Take a look at it and follow the citations. So that's it.
And it's worth it too. If you're somebody, you know what? If I had the probiotic misting wand, if I had this product when I was a teenager, you know what? I would have been able to go to school a lot more because you know when you're a teenager and you have acne too, it is soul crushing, and you don't want to go to school. You don't want to see anybody. And if this is something that we could, I encourage people to look it up. Look at the effects of external probiotics on the skin benefits. But I know that the amazing process that these probiotics do, not only in cleaning and in skincare, and they smell amazing. It's going to be a regular household thing for me. Every single thing that you have, you guys, every single probiotic product you have, I want in my house and my mother's house.
We kind of, sort of, and I can't wait to bring out some of the other really
Oh,
cool
so
ones we
exciting.
have.
We're
And the
only just
world,
begun.
I know.
Like the deodorant. Wow, we'll talk
Yeah.
about that later.
818-985-5735, 818-985 KPFK. Right now, we are featuring the Protect Probiotic Family Pack. This is an exclusive. You're not going to get it anywhere else. You're not going to get it on the big box stores. You're not going to get it online. You're only going to get it right here, right now. The wonderful folks from Protect have offered this to you, the Pacifica radio listener. This is what you got to do. Call 818-985-5735. 818-985-KPFK. $200 pledge gets you all of those items in the pack. You know, and here's an equivalent too. Here at the station, sometimes we'll offer a book or a DVD, and a book is a $100 pledge. This is a $200 pledge, and you get so much more. 818-985-5735. The probiotic misting wand, the probiotic universal cleaner, the pet shampoo, the hand gel, the ebook, and a coupon good for a great discount on these items. 818-985-5735. Last shout out, 818-985-KPFK. Go in on this with a friend if you want, a family member. Get the probiotic family pack from Protect. 818-985-KPFK. I want to thank Billy Kudavan. I want to thank Karis Kudavan. I want to thank Lisa Jones as well from Protect Worldwide. Thank you so very much. And if people want to check out the website, it's Protect with a K, right? Protect
Yes.
with a K online.com.
Our store will be launching soon. There's going to be a lot of people who are going to go there and say, the store's not open, but hang in there, it's coming.
Hang in there. All right. Thank you so very much, you guys. Thank you so much. And the phone lines are going kind of crazy. You want to go answer some phones?
Sure,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
All right, let's go. We're going to go answer some phones. I'm Christine Blasdale. Thank you, Gary Baca, behind the glass. I appreciate you. And stay tuned for more Fun Drive programming coming your way. Don't go anywhere. Okay.
Hey, you guys.
We gotta
say goodbye to the cameras.
Bye-bye.
Got a bolt.